All right, everyone. Let me make sure that y'all can hear me. There you go. This is a video from Thursday. We got Will, Rob, Dan, John, and Joe on the Cox and Sit. Let's go frame by frame. Can you like this frame here is pretty cool, huh? Yeah, that's Graham content right there. Let's see if I can get a stroke with both blades. Kind of the finish. So here at the finish, this one looks actually pretty. This one actually looks like the ports are getting a little bit early. It was more like a tendency, like something that I saw. I think that starboards were getting a little bit earlier, but this one were a little bit more together, which is good. But I don't know if we can see here a little bit. Let's see what we see. Let's start with our ports. Let's see how that release is. So we're releasing the blade on the square, a little bit of washout, not too bad though. And John, we're feathering into the water a little bit. I don't know if you can see, like, like we don't get the blade out completely, like we're starting to feather and into the water. Rob, a little bit too, but not too much. But John, yes, I see a little bit more of feathering into the water. Let's see here. Will, I'll take it, and then I'll take it as well. A little bit on the water too, but yeah, I think that it's good to emphasize, like, Will here, like, did a pretty good job. Like, the blade is mostly completely out. And yours then is like a little bit into the water when we start feathering, and you can see there this little wick here. Not too bad though. I'm being super picky. Let's take a look at another stroke. Get that sound out of the way. There you go. So let's hear the release. See, you can see that ports are getting out earlier a little bit. Will, the washout was a little better here. It was like controlled then, seemed to you. And here you can see then the feathering a little bit, like on the water a little bit here. See, like we want to get the blade completely out. Even Will a little bit. So it's not something bad, but something to keep thinking about. Okay, guys. Again, I'm being super picky, so I'm just gonna move on because I don't wanna yell at you because you are like feathering like with the blade like a little bit into the water. But what I'm gonna call you guys out is that body over. See, the knees are starting to go up, and none of you has the body over ready. And even I can see Dan a little bit. Oh no, I don't think it's bad. No. I'm not, from this perspective, I cannot tell, but I can see it here. Yes, I can see it. Dan, your outside shoulder kind of falling a little bit towards port side. I don't know if you can see it here. Probably it's just this perspective. Let me take another one. Yeah, so here it's good, and then bloop, you kind of drop. So we want to finish like straight out. Like if you see like Rob, Will has a little bit would benefit from a little bit more sit-up, but like I can see like here, see, like you're going with the shoulders up, and then bleep, you drop them. Let's go back. So now I'm gonna leave the blade work a little bit to the side. Finishing high, tapping down. Will, again, a little bit more sit-up would help you out, I believe. Then the knees go up a little bit too much. Early, we should get a little bit more body over. There's a little bit of rush here from Dan. It looks like your knees are almost vertical, and Ron and Will are still like getting it. Probably again, it's a perspective. So John, we can see here that shoulder just falling. Even Rob, now that I'm looking at it too, kind of like falling a little bit. Let me take another stroke. Yes, kind of like everybody actually kind of like dropping their shoulders a little bit, but it's not too bad. We kind of be a little bit more like higher, a little bit more like sitting up, because it looks like our bodies are kind of falling, but doesn't look too bad with the blade. So it looks like we're still rowing it pretty well, even though like we have this little I wouldn't say like mistakes, like I would say like these things to work on, that it's just like, again, this might be hurting your lower back a little bit. So we want to make sure like we don't drop the shoulder on the outside hand, on the outside side. Then I was looking at the camera at this one. Okay, let's see. Placement. Not bad. Actually pretty decent. I would say that port's probably a little bit sharper would benefit you. Drive. Again, wheel, we can see a little bit that shoulder on the outside going up. The legs, see how the legs are like almost down, and Rob and bow 3 is still pushing. And see down here, I can kind of see like leaning still during the drive on the starboard side, and then kind of going to port. So it's good to lean here, like to kind of rotate, mostly like leaning, and then like just thinking about like straight to the chest. Let's see Rob real quick. Rob, better with the arms. The arms look more elastic. And here wheel, I don't know if you can see like it's a bad angle here. We're gonna talk about it here. I feel like the knee on the outside is a little bit too much stuck to the ribs. But this is more something like, and again, the shoulder, you can see it here, and you can see kind of like bleep. So little details that can make the boat a little bit better. Oops, there you go. Let's start from the beginning here. Entry here, bow pair going a little bit earlier and sharper, stroke parallel. There you go, like that. The only one that I would say that goes a little bit deep is Dan, because of the raising of the shoulders, and we're still going a little bit deep, and I'm sure that caused a little bit of issues here. Port, we see washing them out a little bit. And then here, John, we talked a little bit, but I know that the boat was falling, so it's like, and here, Dan, we see that the hand was a little bit higher, and like, see, like, take a look. I don't know if I will be able to zoom in, because then we're able to put it in pretty sharp, but we have to do a lot of distance. So we drop the hands, and then they go up, and then they keep going up, shoulders up a little bit. That one, the deep, yeah, a little bit deep. See how well, we have to find that middle point between not washing out and not going too deep, because wheel washes out a little bit, but you're going a bit too deep. I feel like if you went deeper than that, it will be a problem, but I don't want you to go deeper than this. I would actually like you to go a little bit shallower. On the port side, again, a bit of feathering from John. Yeah, seaports, how we're washing out a little bit, and then yeah, so there's a little bit of washout here, then going a little bit deep. So that's probably why we had some strokes that were a little bit like more like stuff. And see here how like ports are like washing out already, ready to go, and starboards, you still kind of match up pretty well. It's not a disaster, but I think that it could be a little bit more together. Again, I'm being super picky. Oops. And then Rob there dropping the shoulder a little bit, but the plate goes in pretty good. And John, I cannot see you really well, but we talked a little bit about like, that drop here, like everybody's doing between the knees. Kind of here, it doesn't look like you're doing a lot of the shoulder movement, so that's getting better. And yeah, Rob, we need a little bit more body over. Like everybody needs a little bit more body over. But it still looks pretty good. We just need to probably like relax a little bit more, keep it a little bit smoother, and we should be fine. I probably missed something. Yeah, had a long day. Oops. Yeah. We'll keep it short. I have another video that I might analyze of you guys, or probably I'll wait till I have some new footage. Let's actually look here if we can see Will's elbow. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that it's a little stuck to the ribs. Not too bad though. But yeah, probably a little bit more like to emphasize the horizontal drive, because see, we're wrapping the shoulders and then we kind of go like bleep. So like here we go up and then down, up, down, a little bit of a rainbow, so a little bit more horizontally, to help out the washout, to help out pulling that shoulder down. Let's go to the catch for just a second. Yeah, see how the heads are kind of like going on their like side a little bit. I would say, yeah, let's leave it like that. I'll take that. That looks all right. And then the shoulder goes up. And yeah, Will, a little bit more sit up. Like I'm seeing a lot of the Rob backs, and I feel like if we sit up, we would see more of you. And a little bit of a knee, it's okay. Habits. And yeah. Pretty good. A little bit more rotation rather than drop here starboards. But yeah, it's pretty solid. Look at this. Now you're gonna back. Alrighty, we'll end it up here. Let me know if you have any questions, okay?